Here we go. We got one of the best moments of season one. We got the Tokyo versus Kyoto School Goodwill event, right? We got Team Tokyo right here versus Team Kyoto. All right, let's go over Team Tokyo real quick, all right? So we got Yuji Itadori, the sleeper of the team because he was considered deceased because of the whole Sukuna ripping out his heart thing. We got Megami using the 10 Shadows technique, probably their tank, I ain't gonna lie to you. We got Nobara, who's able to use Straw Doll technique, which is very effective as long as she gets a piece of you. We got Maki Zenin, who's basically a hand-to-hand combative, just like Toji is, but at a lesser degree at this point in the story. We got our wicked cursed speech user in Toge, who everybody is worried about. And then we got Panda in the corner, who has 3 separate cores, the Panda core, the Gorilla core, and then his sister's core. Not going to mention it because you see him probably part 2 of season 3. We don't have Yuta in this lineup, right? That's who Aoi Todo wanted to face, but we don't care, right? We got this lineup right here. So who would you consider the strongest and who would you consider the weakest in this lineup right here going up against Team Kyoto? If you ask me who's the strongest at this present moment, right before they begin, I'm going to have to go with Megami. But by the end of the event, when they are facing off against Hanami, I'm going with Yuji. And I understand that's not the end of the entire event, but that's the end of the first part of the event. And if you ask me who's the weakest, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with Kugisaki. And the only reason I say that is because of experience, not because of curse technique whatsoever. Because at this point, these 3 are first years, while those 3 are second years. So they have more experience and more combat experience than Nobara does. Now, again, at the end of season 1, that ranking would change in my opinion. But this is where we currently stand. Because in the prison, unfortunately, she did not have a great showing because she unfortunately ran out of ammunition. Prior to running out of ammunition, it seemed that she was giving that cursed spirit some work. But I cannot give you a higher status if the issue is quantity over quality, because if you cannot handle a large amount of weaker cursed spirits, then you're not going to do well against one very powerful cursed spirit. So I just have to put her at the bottom for right now in this present moment when they lined up against Kyoto. So what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your opinion. Who's the strongest and who's the weakest at the very beginning of the Goodwill event? All right, don't go off of feats that you see after they begun.